Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Juristo here. Today we have a special edition of Daily Picks that solely focuses on the games from World Club Cup Matchday 1. For today I have come up with two Aka slips that are around the odds of 2. This is my style of playing. I like to have my money doubled with every slip I make. You're welcome to follow my slips, but also feel free to choose anything from mine to complement your own Aka slips. So the first game we'll be looking at is Bayern Munich against Auckland City. Personally, I do follow New Zealand League quite a bit, so I am somewhat familiar with Auckland City. They are quite strong in its own league, but they are usually more comfortable playing in a slow-paced game, which I believe Bayern will not be allowing them to do so. The odds of winning is not playable at all, and that's why I believe we should be looking at the player market to find ourselves some better value here. Kane averages 2 shots on target, while Olise averages 1 shot on target per game. But that's against teams from Bundesliga and Champions League. They should be allowed more shots considering the quality gap between Auckland City and the other teams Bayern had played against for Kane and Olise to grab this kind of stats. So all we are asking here is for Kane to have 2 shots on target and Olise to have 1. And together we get a quite decent odds at 1.36. Next up we have PSG against Atletico Madrid. Before I go into the next game, I do have to note that I'm using the platform Bet365 and we have this feature sub on play on, which means if the players by any chance gets injured or subbed out before the game ends, anyone who sub in for them will count. Like if they have a shot on target, it will count towards our slip here, towards our selection here. So I think it's very nice because in cup games like this, if say Bayern has gone up considerably, say 3-0, 4-0 by halftime, the first team players might get a chance to rest earlier and for the bench or backup players to have a shot at this. So in case that happens, anyone subbing in for them, any actions from them will count towards our bet here. So that's something that works very well. If your platform doesn't have a feature like this, I will be more cautious for the reason I have just mentioned. Okay, so next up we have PSG against Atletico Madrid. Our pick here is PSG agent handicap plus 0.25. So we are backing PSG to win, but still we can profit if the match ends in a draw. PSG has shown the quality during the Champions League final, beating Inter Milan with a crazy 5-0 win. Atletico Madrid is known for being a top defensive team, which is also what Inter is kind of known for. So we can be more confident that PSG is capable of finding some chances against teams that plays a bit more defensively. The only reason for me to go for the plus 0.25 is that PSG has just won the Champions League and we are not certain how serious they will be coming into this game. Still, I believe the quality of the team is simply better and they will not lose this match. Therefore, the plus 0.25 at 1.325 offers a great value, and combining this with our previous selections from the first game, we have our first slip at the combined odds of 1.80. For the second slip, we will still be choosing 2 selections from this game, the PSG game, which is Dembele 1 shot on target and over 1 card in this match, together with the odds of 1.23. Dembele is on a great form right now, and he has averaged 2.6 shot on targets during league games and 1.8 during Champions League games. So all we are asking is 1 shot on target from him, and I believe that's quite doable. He's more than capable of achieving that. The reason I picked the cards over 1 is for 2 reasons. First, the referee for this game averages 5.34 cards per game, which is quite high and tells us that he does not really hold back from showing cards when needed. The second reason is that PSG attackers are very fast and skillful, which prompts the defensive player from the other team to tackle more than usual, and that usually leads to more fouls, which results in more cards. The second game is Palmeiras against Porto FC, and the selection we chose from this is Palmeiras over 0.5 goal. Porto had a pretty bad season, and their defense has been quite shaky, especially towards the end of the season. And it was not uncommon for them to concede goals against weaker teams from Portugal League. Palmeiras has been on a pretty decent form this season, and they should be capable of scoring at least one goal in this game. Therefore, we are going for Palmeiras over 0.5 goals at odds of 1.28. For the third game, we have Botafogo against Seattle FC. Botafogo has a very talented team and has been in a good form, while Seattle has been quite inconsistent. Because of how good Botafogo has been defensively, I think it's very hard for Seattle to break their defense. We can see when Seattle plays MLS games, they can struggle at times playing against teams with weaker defense. While Botafogo's games don't always end up with them scoring many goals, they should be able to at least secure a draw here, which is why I think it's quite safe for us to go with a selection of Botafogo Asian handicap plus 0.25 at odds of 1.025. Combining these options together, we have our Aka slip with odds of 2.10. And that's it for today, guys. Thanks for dropping by. If you enjoyed my content, please leave a like, subscribe, and feel free to leave some comments to let me know how you liked my picks and what you think about them. As always, good luck, enjoy the games, and let's cash in.